coming up on At Your Leisure.
We're the Johnson family. We're in Kanab for the Red Rock ATV Jamboree. Who is ready to go have some fun?
Oh yeah!
Let's go.
I'm Will Oxley. The BLM is making some big improvements to the Little Sahara recreation area you're going to want to hear about.
I'm Katie Yardley. Today we are making broccoli, chicken, noodle, casserole. This is so delicious and it's so easy.
Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Hendrix Johnson and I'm so excited to go crush these trails today.
We are the Johnson family. I'm Jared and this is Izzy. We're out here just outside of Kanab and we're excited to go see some trails. We're on the Great Western Trail right now, the I-15 of the 1800s. Lots of traffic, lots of fun things out here. We're missing half the family this weekend. They had to stay back home and did they do anything fun or are they doing boring stuff?
Boring stuff.
Boring stuff. We're doing fun stuff out here. We're excited to get on the side-by-sides and dirt bikes and four-wheelers and go ride some of these trails and see the sights. There's a lot of great riding out here, so let's get to it. So we're up here at Eagle Sink. Dad jokes are flowing freely. What are you sinking about? But we're having a great time. We're riding around up here. This Eagle Sink is a 160-foot deep limestone sinkhole. That's not a spot to stall your car, if you know what I'm saying. It's super cool though. Utah has these natural occurrences that you just can't find anywhere. It's crazy. The trails have been fun. We're out here on the Great Western Trail. We've rattled our teeth out of our mouth a couple of times on some of these bumps, but it's been super fun. Hendrix, you having a good time?
Four-wheeler just broke down, but I'm still having fun.
You know what they say when a four-wheeler breaks down? You're trying hard enough, and we are trying hard. So we're having a great time. We're down to motorcycles and side-by-sides, but we're still having a lot of fun. We're probably gonna wrap it up on the trail, make our way back to the RV park, and while we do, you guys, check out this first story.
For a state covered in so much desert, Utah really doesn't have a whole lot of sand dunes. However, less than 2 hours southwest of Salt Lake City lies a place like no other.
Little Sahara Recreation Area is the largest sandbox in Utah. There's 62,000 plus acres of sagebrush flats and sand dunes, and about 22,000 of those acres are actually sand dunes. We have a small mountain range inside Little Sahara. We are the premier destination for OHVers in Utah to come out and they challenge the 700-foot high sand mountain. We have a lot of projects that are going on inside Little Sahara. The two that are most prominent is the new dump station, which is right at the intersection of Sand Mountain Road and the White Sands turnoff. And we'll have a new dump station which will be available to be open year-round. The old White Sands campground has been taken over by the sand dunes, and so they're moving it across the road. We'll be having new flush restrooms there, barbecue stands, fire pits. The remote off-grid kiosk is also called a Rock, and that's where people can use their credit card and their debit card to pay for their pass. The visitor center is open on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. We will be doing some chip sealing of the roads in Little Sahara, so all the paved roads inside Little Sahara will be chip sealed. So lots of stuff going on.
The BLM is committed to improving infrastructure to enhance the visitor experience, whether you're there to relax or to conquer the mountain.
And Sand Mountain is the biggest destination because it has the 700-foot high sand mountain, and that's where everybody goes to challenge climbing that mountain with their machines.
Well, I mean, you can see the backdrop right there. We are a couple hundred yards from the main event here, Sand Mountain, and all night long people hit the hill, and it's just close, it's easy, it's fun. There's a lot of good riding around here. This is our 4th year here at Little Sahara. We bring vendors out, and we do a lot of races and just a bunch of fun stuff. We just have a good time.
I've been out here 2 times prior. Love the area, love the place. Yeah, this is my happy place. Like my wife said as I pulled in, she said, enjoy being in your happy place and doing what you love to do. So I've been doing this a long time. We go to Glamis, we go all over the place, and Utah is always one of the top. These hills are quite a bit bigger. You can let the high horsepower cars run a little bit more, so it's fun to come out.
That's the biggest change that we have seen is the side-by-sides. They feel they can go a lot faster, which they do because they have turboed and double turboed side-by-sides now, and that's what they use to climb those mountains and climb all over the sand hills here.
Every year May is kind of our Sand Mountain time. So the past 2 years we've been in May. This next year we'll probably do a little bit later in May, hopefully for better weather.
We see a lot more family-oriented now, and it's probably the same people that were coming out years and years ago, but now they've grown up and they're bringing their families out.
I like giving people the opportunity to have fun, really. So we're not a rowdy event. We don't have a lot of wrecks. Bringing people together, having a good time. Do safe events. It's more of a family fun. Bring everybody out. It's not for adults. It's for everybody, and we just have a good time.
And even if you're not interested in climbing Sand Mountain, there are still other great activities to enjoy.
We do have 4 designated campgrounds, but also there is dispersed camping. So you can actually camp anywhere you want inside Little Sahara. Any dirt road you want to turn down and go camp, you can do that. If you want to get away from everybody else, you can still do that. People that want to ride their horses, we actually direct them out to the Rockwell area because there isn't a whole lot of ATV use out there. People come out here and they're running in the morning. We've seen people riding their bikes. We have skiers that come down and ski down Sand Mountain. We have paragliders. Any kind of activity that you can pretty much think of is available here.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Hendrix Johnson, and we are at the Grand Plateau RV Park just outside of Kanab.
We absolutely are. We're having a great time here. Just before this, actually, the kids were over playing at the park. They have swings, they have slides. Did you have fun over there, Izzy?
Yeah.
Hendrix?
Oh, yeah.
Has it been a good spot for you guys the last few days?
So much. I just love it.
We have had a great time here. In our travels with our RV, we've stopped at a lot of RV parks throughout the U.S. This one's pretty high on the list. There's a lot of great amenities. They're really nice here, too. There's some cool RVs. Overall, it's just been a pretty great experience. So this place is actually quite a bit more than just an RV park.
I think the best thing about it is you've got the open space. The night skies are absolutely beautiful. We have pool, spa, playground, barbecue area, a dog park. We have it where it's closed in gate. You can close the gate, let your dog go without the leash, and we've got little things in there for them to play with and just get their energy out, which is great. Plenty of room to unload your ATVs and take off and go explore all of the trails, and there isn't a spot that you can't look around and see something gorgeous. If you want to just relax by the pool and then the spa, you've got that. That's where everybody comes. I mean, they love that at the end of a hard day of out hiking. They come in, they can sit there and relax. We have a clubhouse, which has a table and games and big TV, couches. They can come in and relax. We have a lot of groups that if they're here together, they go in and set up our tables and eat together and get to enjoy the inside. It's really nice. And there's some wonderful eat place in town. We also have all the legendary old films that were made here, Western films. So there's so much to see walking up and down the towns and the people. The people make this place, it's awesome. And they are all full hookup, 30-50 amps. We have pull through, which is very popular, especially for the ones that are pulling their trailers, backup. And we have ones for smaller ones. So up on top is usually where our smaller trailers go. They're all within walking distance of all of our bathhouses. Our bathhouses are full laundry hookups and showers and the full accommodations for you. We have 7 cabins. They each have their own little kitchenette, couch that pulls out to make another bed, queen size bed in all of them, 2 bunks in each one. We have their own bathroom. There's no shower in them, but the shower is located right across from them. So we have a lot to offer. If you're not in your RV, but you want to come down and enjoy the sights, we have that as an option also. I think down here, it's the beauty of it. The red rock, you can look at it every day at different times of the day and you see something different. It's absolutely gorgeous.
One of my favorite things in staying at these RV parks is seeing some of the cool RVs that people bring from all around the country. In fact, I'm gonna go ask this guy about his right now. But while I do, more at your leisure in just a moment.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Huntress Johnson.
And I'm Jared Johnson, and
I'm Izzy.
And Izzy lost a tooth. We're here in the Kanab area. We're here for the Red Rock Jamboree. We're gonna go do some riding on the Hoodoo Trail. We're excited to see what this is all about. It's a beautiful morning and a great day ahead to just see the sights, see the scenery. It looks awesome so far. We're excited to go check it out. You guys excited?
Why not?
Let's go do it.
Well, the Jamboree is one of my favorites in Kanab. We've got so many beautiful venues to travel on and the beauty that surrounds it. The trail we're on today is called the Hoodoos, and the main attractions here are the Hoodoos, obviously, which are a unique rock formation where you have a small spire and a cap on top of it. But we also have some great views, and we're going to also see water glyphs and petroglyphs, which are somewhat unique in the area. The indigenous people that came here, they had time on their hands, a lot of it, and they wanted to document where they had been and what they'd seen. And so you see people and you see animals and all kinds of things, and snakes and things that are carved into the rocks. The water glyphs are somewhat unique that we're going to see this afternoon. There's about 370 of them spread out all over the Colorado, New Mexico, southern Utah area. 120 of those are all within 20 miles of the 37-degree north latitude, spread over 5,000 square miles. How did they do that? But there's lots of theories of what the water glyphs are. We don't know. There's some that say they're prayer signs, some say they're directions to water. We just don't know. I just love the variety. I love the colors. There's so many different opportunities and challenges. You can get any level of challenge you want. Lots of sand, obviously, but there's also a lot of rock and for you to crawl on if you like to crawl on rock. But it's just total variety. You can travel in one day and see so many different kinds of trails. We just enjoy sharing the stories and the history of the area that we're in. I think that's the most important thing. Getting down the trail is the easy part, but to me makes it the most enjoyable for the people that are in the group is to hear the stories, the history. If you just get an app and you follow a trail that's on a piece of paper, you'll drive right by all of these things. But when you've got a trail guide and they can take you to these things and then tell you about them and what they mean, it just makes all the difference in the world.
Me and the Hoodoo Trail have become good friends. We're having a great time out here. We've seen some super fun scenery. We continue to see some super fun scenery. We're loving Kanab. While we keep on making miles and checking trails out, check out our next story.
Are you hungry? Welcome to Katie's Kitchen. Today we are making broccoli, chicken, noodle, casserole. We start off with the 1 cup sour cream, the 1 can cream of mushroom soup, and then I like to mix those real quick, just a little bit. Throw in the ½ cup of milk. And then on your spices, you want to put your 1 teaspoon Italian seasoning, the 3/4 of a teaspoon garlic salt. Mix that a little bit. Then some pepper. Make sure you put plenty of pepper. We don't put regular salt in this dish because we're using the garlic salt. But put lots of pepper. All right. Oh, that's perfect. Now let's add our chicken. Keep up. I feel like this is a NASCAR event because it is really a fast recipe. Mix that up a little bit. Your broccoli that like I said, I like the ones that you can steam in the bag. I don't cook them for the full time. I cook them for about half the time. Mix that up in there. Now we want to put what Mark left me with, put some of the white cheddar cheese in here. Normally I don't put this in, but since he grated so much cheese, we're going to put a little bit of the sharp regular cheddar cheese in. Mix. And I like to get all this mixed up first before I add my noodles because the noodles are hot. And the fun thing about this recipe, it freezes. What I'm doing right now, I could throw it together, put it in an aluminum pan, cover it with a little saran wrap right down on top of it, then cover it with a couple layers of foil, throw it in your freezer, and let it sit till you're ready to go camping or RVing. Take it out, throw it in your cooler, take it with you, and when you're ready to cook it, let it come to room temperature and bake it at 350 degrees, either in your oven or in your barbecue grill. Then you can do that, and it's so super easy, and it feeds an army, and it's delicious. This is probably one of my favorite casseroles. All right, now we are gonna add the noodles. Throw your noodles in. Mix those in, and seriously, this is really easy. Once you get your noodles mixed in, we put it into I just spray with some Pam or any, actually I have like an olive oil spray that's a little healthier, but whatever you use is perfect. Just kind of spray it down a little bit just so it doesn't stick, especially with all this cheese. So yeah, look how nice and easy this is mixed up. Perfect. I will get our casserole dish and we'll transfer it to that, top it with more cheese, and then we'll put it in the oven, 350 degrees, or barbecue grill, 350 degrees for 30 minutes, and it is delicious. We dump it into the casserole dish, then kind of spread it out evenly. I like to tuck, if there's a broccoli poking up, I like to tuck it in just to make sure it can't burn during baking. Now Mark's favorite part that he's not even here to enjoy, the cheese. If you do decide to freeze this, I would not put the cheese on it yet. I would wait until after you've brought your casserole to room temperature right before you're ready to bake it, then put your cheese on top at that point in time. Because cheese doesn't, I mean, it freezes well, but it would get a little soggy with all the moisture in this. So, all right, you know what? We're gonna do my husband proud and use all of it. Ooh. Oh, I can't wait. It smells amazing. Ooh, I cannot wait. This is seriously one of my favorite casseroles. Oh my gosh. Ooh, still so hot. It's definitely gonna be warm by the time he gets home. Mmm, so good. This is amazing. Make sure you check out At Your Leisure social media sites for this recipe. Now we'll be right back with more At Your Leisure.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Jared Johnson. We've had a great time in and around the Kanab area. This jamboree has been super fun. Lots to see, lots to do. We've really had a good couple of days. Speaking of jamborees, there are quite a few events coming up as the weather is getting nicer and people want to get outdoors. So on that note, have a look at our calendar of events of things coming up.
Thanks, Jared. First up, June 26th through the 28th is the longest-running UTV event in America, the National ATV UTV Jamboree in Millard County. Go to visit millardcounty.com to register and find out more. Then July 9th and the 10th is the summer ride for the Manti Mountain ATV Run, which is a great way to get out and experience some guided rides on the beautiful Arapeen Trail. Be sure to visit mantiatvRun.com for more information. And don't forget to visit our events page at AYLTV.com to stay up to date on all the great jamborees and off-road outdoor events that will be happening throughout the year. Now, let's take a look at next week's show. Next week, we're headed out for a fun-filled day on the trail as we join Brianne and Jared Johnson in side-by-sides at 5 Mile Pass. Then, we're headed back to the Utah Motorsports campus for something a bit different as we show off kart racing competitions that offer a little adrenaline. No, a lot of adrenaline for everyone. Finally, it's off to the Bonneville Garage as we get a look into the new suspension and serpentine install on Road Force 1.
Okay, we're wrapping up today. We're at the Red Rock Jamboree out here in Kanab. We've had a great time. So the Utah-Arizona ATV Club puts this on. It's a great way to kind of get started in the season, get out of the snow, get the muscles moving again. Gary here has been a great tour guide. He's taken us all around. We've seen hoodoos, we've seen ancient artifacts and water glyphs and all kinds of cool things. So it's been really fun out here. Kanab's a great spot to escape the craziness. Bring your side-by-side, bring your dirt bikes, come out here, spend a weekend. We had a great time. We're grateful for all the people here that invited us and let us tag along. We've had a really good time. So Kanab's the spot. Come check it out. And remember, there's adventure around every corner. Get out there and find your own.
At your leisure.